we're going to learn the word physical. I'm sorry I mixed up this week a little bit. I just realized physical was supposed to be the word for Tuesday, actually, according to the official calendar. But at least we're finishing out the week. I'm doing it on Friday. Physical is an adjective, and it has two meanings on our card. One is connected with a person's body rather than his or her mind. For example, physical education, PE class. It's called physical education because it's the education for your body. So other classes are education for your mind. You learn facts. You learn how to do things using your mind. You learn how to read, how to write, how to do math problems. That's mental. But physical things are what you learn in physical education class. You learn how to do sports. You learn different skills you can do with your body. So that's definition one. Definition two, connected with things that actually exist or are present and can be seen or felt, etc., rather than things that only exist in a person's mind. So when they say felt, I think they mean felt like touched, not felt like emotional. Because feel can mean that, can mean touch. So physical thing would be, this is a physical thing, but the truth is not a physical thing. It's a concept in our minds. It's not a thing you can touch. So love, for example, love is not a physical object, but it can affect our lives profoundly. But it's not a thing you can touch. It's in people's minds and in their behavior with each other, but it's not a thing you can touch, not physical. Okay, here's a sentence related to English class. When we're talking about when we read. So the black marks of the letters, usually black marks of the letters on the physical page become ideas in a reader's mind when he or she reads. So really words are just marks on a page, but we learn how to make them into ideas. So, but there are marks on the physical page, but then that becomes ideas in our minds. So in Spanish, physical, físico, física, adjective. And okay, word families. Word families. We have this word which is physically. So we have words like this where if it ends in, you can't put ly right after a c. You have to put ally. But the a is usually silent. We don't say it. You can't really hear it. So we don't say physically. We just say physically, as though the a were not there. We don't say the a, but you have to write the a. So physically, what is the part of speech of physically? Adverb. How do you know?
Ending.
ly. Ly is an adverb ending. So physically, in a physical way. De una manera física, right? Adverb. Ly is not always, but 90% of the time, ly is an adverb. Okay, then how about physicality?
It's a noun.
Noun, yes. Okay, and this is where, as I say every time when I do these suffixes, Spanish. A lot of times Spanish suffixes will help you if you know them, because idad is like itzi. Idad also is a noun suffix. Goes at the end, it makes a noun. Physicalidad, I think, right? Could you say that in Spanish? That's the noun for físico. So I think, yeah. So the same thing in English. So it makes it a noun. So the physicality of something is like the condition of being physical. The physicality of the letters on the page helps us keep our ideas in one place for many, many generations. If we didn't have the physicality of letters, well, now we have computers. We can do videos like this. But in the past, the only way to record ideas was to use the physicality of a page, to have them written in marks on the page. Then you can access the ideas again by reading. Okay, and synonyms: tangible, material, or bodily. Tangible means you can touch it. A tangible thing is a thing you can touch. Material is like definition 2. It's the things that can actually exist that you can touch, that are not in your mind. Bodily, related to the body, so that's like definition 1. Antonyms: you could say mental, in your mind; spiritual, like religious things that are in your spirit, can't be touched; and non-physical is also an antonym for physical. These are all kind of, well, as I said, the difference here is this one is religious, usually, el alma, right? And this is in your mind. So, all right. Are there any questions about the word physical? Okay, thank you, and sorry about mixing up the order. Thanks for filming today.